All right, welcome back everyone. Dr. Ben, not a real doctor here. And today I'm going to change Movement Monday up just a little bit. It's not going to be so much of a movement combo as it is a series of movements to work on your hip mobility. If you're just trying to build some extra flexibility and mobility into your hips, this is going to be a really good workout. It's also going to be a really good warm-up before something that's a little bit more intense. So you can use it for either thing. I'm going to jump right in, and unlike the normal Movement Mondays, I'm actually going to walk you through everything as I go through each exercise. So let's get started. Most of this sequence is going to be done on the ground. So if you're outside, something concrete, you're probably going to want a mat. If you're inside on carpet, it's not going to matter too much. So I'm going to start by laying on my right side. And I'm just going to make circles with my leg. I'm going to go five times, coming towards my head along the ground. 2, 3. Make sure you're going nice and slow and control the movement. Don't use a lot of momentum to get through this, or you're not going to get the full benefit. Okay, and then we're going to go the other way. Here's 2, 3, and also try to make sure that you're not using a lot of pelvic rotation. You don't want to see a lot of this to get your leg up. Focus on trying to use just the hip. All right, then we're going to change sides. So same thing on the other side. 5 reps one way, and then change directions. You'll probably find that you have one leg that's a lot more mobile than the other. In my case, my left leg is a lot more mobile than my right leg. So this side is more challenging and I have less range of motion. Okay, the other way. Two more. And 4. And 5. Next, roll over to your back. Put your arms out to the side to balance, and you're going to bring your legs straight up in front of you. And then you're just going to drop your leg off to the side. Try not to let your ribs roll over when you do this. Just let your hips roll over. And then all the way out. And then back to the outside. And all the way out. Again, using very little momentum, slow and controlled. Let's do one more. And we'll switch sides. All right, to the other side. If you're a little tight in the hamstrings, you can always bring one leg up to make extra room. If you're a little bit more mobile, try to use a leg down instead of a leg bent up to get a little extra range of motion work in your hip. Good, and remember, try to keep those ribs down on the ground as much as possible. If you can't go very far, that's fine. That's your starting point. Just keep working from there. And one more. Good. Leg down. Okay, we're going to stay on our backs. And I just want you to draw your knee up as high up as you can. Then set your leg back down. We're going to do 10 on each side for this one. There's 3. When you get to the top, try and pull just a little bit harder to get a little extra contraction out of the hip flexors. If you find that your back is rolling over, find something to put under your feet to prop your legs up a little bit. That way tight hamstrings or tight hip flexors aren't putting you in a bad position to do this exercise. Two more. Doing good, keep it up. Last one. Good, other side. Just like before, you might find that one leg is better than the other. That's all right. The goal is to get them balanced back out. Just make a note of it and remember it. In the future, you probably want to start with your weaker leg, just so it's the limiting factor. 5 more. Excellent. 1 more. Okay, now we're going to do full leg raises. So instead of bending your knee and bringing it up, you're just going to bring your leg all the way up. Do 5 of these on each side. And again, if you have the need, please put something under your feet to bolster yourself. There's no need to force yourself into an inefficient position. Other side. Two more. Last one. Good. All right. Come all the way up. We're going to go to a hand-knee position. We're going to repeat our circles in a slightly different way this time. So you're going to kick back and come around. Okay, you may need to reposition your hands relative to your knee so that you stay balanced. 5 on each side. Watch that you're not doing a lot of bending at the spine. You want to keep this mostly confined to the hip. We'll do 1 more. And then we're going to change directions. Good. Four and 1 more. Good, now we're going to get the left side. Walk your hands over, so your knee is between your hands. You got a good balanced position. And then we're gonna go again. 1, 2, good. Remember, try and use very little pelvic rotation. Just working the hip, not a lot of turning this way. 1 more. Okay, other way. 2 more. Good. Last thing we're going to do on hand knees, we're going to do some extensions. So what you're going to do is you're going to kick your legs straight back. Try not to arch up. Get as high as you can without compromising. And then hold it there for just a split second. Okay, think about contracting your glutes and all the muscles on the back of your leg. We're going to do 10 of these on each side. 5 more. Hope you're feeling pretty good. 2 more. And last one. Good. Other side. 3. Really focus on slow and controlled. Try and get a good extension through the hip without using your spine. 3 more. And last one. Good. Last exercise, we're going to come up to standing. Okay, last exercise we're gonna finish up with is a hip hinge. With a hip hinge, you're bending at only the hips, just like this. So no spine flexion at all. Try and bend right here at the crease of your hips. You can find the point of your hip and run your hands right across, and then try and pinch your hands between your thigh and your lower abdomen. That'll help keep you in the right area. We're gonna do 10 of these. So 2, 3. Excellent. Don't force it. Just go down to where you can. You will probably feel a stretch at the bottom. Hold it for just a split second and then come back up. 4 more. Also pay attention to where your feet are pointing. Try not to have your feet splayed way apart or your toes pointing together. Try and get your feet pointed straight forward. 2 more. And last one. Good work. All right, there's your sequence. Like I said, you can use it for a warm-up or you can use it as a workout. You can run through that sequence a few times, like 3 to 5 sets, or you can do it several times throughout the day. Or you can do a combination of both, run through it a few times, several times a day. These are gonna be real low intensity exercises. Unless you have really weak hip musculature, you don't have to worry too much about overdoing it with these exercises. They're really simple, they're really low intensity, you're just using your body weight, and you can do them pretty much anywhere. I'm using a mat here. You don't even need a mat if you're on carpet. It'll be perfectly comfortable to do it wherever. There'll be more details down below. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. If you like the video, smash that thumbs up button and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Till next time, keep your life in motion.